January 4th, 2021 lesson. So we're going to talk about unit rates. Unit rate always has a denominator. Remember, a denominator is the bottom of a fraction of 1. So it has a denominator of 1. So the first thing we'll do when we find unit rates or unit prices is we're going to write the given information as a ratio in the fraction form. So we know how to write ratios in fraction form. Remember, we can write it 3 ways. So what we're going to do is write that in fraction form, and then we're just going to divide the numerator and denominator by the denominator. All we're doing is dividing. So what we do have to recognize and do is, there we go. We also must make sure that we include units of label for both the numerator and the denominator. So our numerator and our denominator, we have to make sure we label. So when we take a look at our lesson, we have a bunch of different scenarios. So it says select 3 statements. So first of all, notice it says 3. We're going to be choosing 3 of them. So 3 statements that represent a unit rate. So a unit rate means we're going to have that fraction of 1. Remember, it's always going to have a denominator of 1. Denominator of 1. So when we take a look here, a unit rate is going to have a denominator of 1. A unit rate is going to have a denominator of 1. So we're going to take a look here. For the first one, it says 12 shirts for $48. So I'm going to write up here, we have 12 shirts for $48. 12 shirts for $48. Now, is our denominator 1 here? No, so that means that is not a unit rate. So I'm going to X that. That is not a unit rate. All right, now, all right, so now let's take a look at the second one. A banana is cost $1 per pound. Per pound means per 1 pound. So $1 per pound. So remember how you can re-say this as per or divided by? So per pound means 1 pound. So if it says per, that just means 1 pound. So is there a 1 in our denominator? Is it just 1 in our denominator? Yes, so per pound, that is going to be one of our selections. So I'm going to actually highlight that green. Yeah. So that's one of them. All right, let's take a look at the next one. And what I want to do is erase. There we go. All right, so it takes Aaron 5 hours to drive 150 miles. 5 hours, 150 miles. So, do we have a 1 in our denominator? No, we do not have a 1 in our denominator. So that means it is not a unit rate. So I'm going to X that. Unit means 1. Unit means 1. Unit means 1. 1 unit. So if I want 1 unit of Cheerios, that's 1 box of Cheerios. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Oop, I want to erase. All right. A recipe calls for 3 cups of sugar for every gallon of water. So 3 cups of sugar for every gallon of water. So that's just 1 gallon of water. So 3 cups of sugar for every 1 gallon of water. Do we have that 1 in our denominator? Yes, we do. So that is going to be a unit rate. All right, so I'm going to check that. Now the last one said, a teacher puts students into 5 students per group. So 5 students per group. So that just means per 1 group. So do we have a 1 in our denominator here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And how about you? Woohoo! So our last one is also going to be correct. So our incorrect ones are the first one and that second one. So our correct ones are the second, third, and fourth ones. And that is going to be it for our lesson. Great job.